Welcome to Out the Trunk with Jordan and Darius. My name is Darius. That's D's all up in your area on all socials.
I'm Jordan. You can find me on all socials at Jordy B Writing.
This is our sports segment. We like to just kind of discuss what's going on in the sports world, minus baseball. Uh,
Yeah, we'll talk about that in October.
it's October tomorrow. I think the playoffs
Oh,
started
yeah,
today.
shit. When it matters.
Uh, Her name is Napheesa, right?
Yeah, Napheesa
Napheesa
Collier.
Collier
Yeah.
went on a rant fresh off the presses about the WNBA commissioner. Do you want to recap for the people what she said?
Yeah, she aired her whole shit out. Like she was like talking about private conversations they'd had. She said that the commissioner basically said something to the effect, basically said that y'all should be happy with what y'all get now. Pretty much she said the only reason that Caitlin Clark is in a position to make 16 million a year is because she's in this league, even if the money is made from outside of playing basketball.
Also,
Uh,
arguably, Caitlin Clark was more famous at Iowa than she is in the WNBA.
Correct.
I don't even think that's arguable, to be honest with
Because
you.
those games are nationally televised
Yeah.
at a time where viewers can like watch sports. Um,
And by and large, viewers are there's more the viewership for women's college basketball is higher than the WNBA. Part of that is WNBA plays in the summer. Everyone's on vacation, they outside during the summer.
yeah.
But I mean, there's just you get the March Madness branding, and people
Hmm.
watch because they're colleges.
Correct.
So anyway, I just think she's off on that. It's not true.
No, like it's just
uh,
like what?
anyways, finish.
And yeah, and the visual was so I didn't realize, but her I believe her husband is actually in concert with the league that a lot of the WNBA players play in the off season to make more money. I can't remember what it's called. It was called I think Unrivaled, I want to say is the name of it.
Yeah.
And she basically was just saying like I know how a good league is run, and this is not a well run league. She was like, she said, Kathy's one of the worst leaders in the world. I was like, well, this is guy in DC. You might have heard about.
She said one
Um,
of
yeah, she did. She did.
she,
She did.
she,
But yeah, she basically was just like, this is my personal comment. I'm not speaking for anyone on my team. I'm not speaking for the league, but I just had to get this shit off my chest, basically. She also mentioned that literally everyone in the league has a problem with the way the league is officiated, and that's what's led to a lot of the injuries that's been going on that has affected these playoffs, including her being injured. Um,
quick aside.
yeah,
Look, I think the refing isn't great, but I've always
yeah,
say, the old saying, if you think everyone's terrible at a job, maybe the job is just harder than you think. And so
yeah,
it's like I remember there was a time where everyone thought every announcer was trash, and I'm like, maybe it's
yeah.
just harder than you believe if you think they all
True.
suck. So
Good point. But so
um,
I will say, so she did speak to that. She said that so a lot of the refs for WNBA games are actually not full-time refs.
yeah,
And she was saying that a lot of them use it as a stepping stone to get to to get to the NBA,
yeah.
which obviously is the big leagues. I mean, all due respect. So she basically was just saying like they're kind of more or less half-assing it or just are not being given the facilities to do their job to the best of their ability. She also was saying that they need to get speaking on the behalf of the refs, saying they need to be paid higher as well. I think she actually mentioned that some of the refs are paid higher than some of the rookies in the league, which is kind of crazy. So she also spoke to the pay raise as well. Um, it was a short interview, so I didn't get a chance to watch something. I had to work
Yeah.
and stuff. So that's basically the gist of what her statement was.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. Because I mean, we said before that, the league has operated in the red for quite a while. And that's not, I mean, she like I said, I think we said in the probably like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and Napheesa are probably like what they got to do with us. You're not
Right.
anymore.
Yeah.
But like I have no qualms with anybody fighting for, more money or what they believe they deserve and negotiate and what you get what you can negotiate for, right?
Right.
I just struggle finding where they're going to find the leverage to get
Hmm.
what they're looking for because I mean the truth of the matter is the owners of the WNBA team, like let's just say the league folded tomorrow,
Right.
right? All of them would be wealthier because the league loses money. So where's your like
Hmm.
you as labor you can withhold your labor, but if that is financially advantageous to the people you're withholding the labor from, where's the leverage going to? I'm interested to see from like a
Hmm.
business standpoint
how this holdout's going to work
how this shakes out because
or
I've never
lockout.
seen anything like this where
Yeah,
everyone's asking. I just don't know how it's going to work because I don't know where they get like
it's
if
basically a new business model.
right and like if if Major League I don't watch baseball, but I know that if baseball folded tomorrow, there would be a lot of people upset. Like they have millions and millions and millions and millions of people who rely on watching those games every day. And
Hmm.
there's a whole economic infrastructure around the stadiums and the bars around the stadiums and the Ubers to the
Right.
stadiums. And, you know, what percentage of Americans would even notice if there was no WNBA season next summer?
Ooh, that's a good question. I have no idea. I don't know what percentage of Americans watch the WNBA, so
And
there's
so
that.
that's my thing. Where's this leverage coming? Like if you can withhold your labor, and if the owners are like,
Yeah,
yeah, like all this shit does is
right.
cost me money.
True.
That
And
means
they
I don't
do
have to
make
pay
more
to fly
money
you
in
around. I don't have to pay these arenas. Like,
yeah,
where's the
and they
leverage
make
going
more
to come
money in
from?
other leagues with the when they play in other leagues. I don't know. It's tricky also because remember the WNBA is owned by the NBA, so the owners would still like it's for. I mean, they're losing money, but they're really not because it's being subsidized by the NBA. So I really don't know how this shit's gonna shake out. To be honest with you, I have no idea. They
I'm
got
trying
what,
to
like a
think of
week or
like
two, a couple
a
weeks to get the CBA and try to get something done with the CBA. I don't think it's gonna happen, but
I think we're headed to a lockout for sure.
yeah, I think it's gonna be a lockout.
I'm trying to think of a comparison, like a real
Yeah,
life comparison. Like,
I can't even think of one.
you
Because
know,
like
it
what failing business is this link closely linked to a succeeding business?
right, and it's like, what bill do you pay? Eh, I mean,
It's like a mom and pop that's being funded by Procter and Gamble or something like that.
yeah, and you can make the argument that just from a culture and a society standpoint, it's like it's good to have it. I mean, we like schools are losses on the budget sheet, right? Like schools don't
Right.
make money, but that's not the reason they exist. The postal service doesn't make money, but that's not the reason that exists.
Hmm.
It exists to provide a service, and there are positive externalities to having an educated population. So we're willing to, outside of the forces of, capitalism, fund a school because we want an
Correct.
educated population because those people are going to go work and all of that. And so there are certain things in society, everything doesn't have to make money, but
Hmm.
to make that argument for a basketball league is tough. And as I've said before, it is not your constitutional right to make a lot of money playing sports. And you actually don't make like you don't make money because you're good at sports. You make money because people want to watch it on television.
Right.
And, like Kevin Durant does not make what he makes because he's really, really good at basketball. He makes it because people want
People
to.
want to watch him play
Networks will
basketball.
pay billions of dollars to watch it on television, and that's
Right.
filtered out through his money. And so it's just, it'll be tough. It's a tough sell because
Yeah.
I like the WNBA. I watch it when I can. But
Right.
if I would be
I,
sitting up, I would be lying to you if I said I'm devastated if they don't play next summer. Like I
right.
just would be lying to you.
I will say it
And
is
I'm
pretty
a
crazy
sports
to hear.
fan. Like imagine
Yeah.
a non-sports fan. So
And it is insane to hear the commissioner of a league that they're presiding over speak to players that or talk about the league like that, basically.
to be
Like you're
fair, we have that's one person's account of
diminishing
those
your own
events.
product.
No one's
Well,
actually
that's
confirmed
fair.
that.
That's
That
fair.
is one person saying that she heard that, and I don't have any reason to believe that she's a liar. But you have to
Yeah, I
be
don't think
careful
she's
with
lying.
one source stories, though.
Good point.
She's saying that I was told
Yeah.
this. No one's confirmed it. I'm sure
Yeah.
Cathy probably denies it, the WNBA commissioner. And so, yeah, I don't know either of those people, so I can't point to who's telling the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
True. Now, was she came out there when she came out for her exit interview? She had like like paper. She was reading off pages, so I'm assuming she also has receipts somewhere as well, or I would hope so at least, with allegations like that.
no,
Um,
I'm not calling her a lie. I'm simply saying it's
no, for
important
sure.
to
Yeah.
note that this is one person's account. It's the old saying, I have had two people tell me a story and both of them swore, but I believe both of them thought they were telling the truth, but there were inconsistencies
Right.
with the story because that's just how people are. Like
True.
there's three sides to every story: my side, your side, and the truth.
You're citing the
Like,
truth.
so yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I
Yeah.
want them to get whatever they can get at the
Yeah.
table. They have a right to
I
fight for
agree.
that. but I don't see where they get the leverage to to get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So WNBA players are rooting for y'all. Hopefully y'all can get something done, get y'all money that you deserve. Only thing that sucks though, I will say, is that I wish there was some way to provide some sort of like back pay or residuals to the ones that came before them,
Yeah.
like the fact that they were never able to get their big bag, it sucks, but um I'm sure the league will figure something out. Hopefully.
Because they used to go over like to Russia. Well, the world, there's like wars and shit now. But
Right.
I always found it funny because
Um,
remember when the live golf dudes are taking that Saudi money and
yeah.
everyone was on them like, how can you take that money? Da 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 da. And at the same time, Brittany Griner
It's a
got
lot of
jammed
money.
up in Russia, right?
Right. Hmm.
And I'm like, no one was gonna ask. Like Brittany Griner is over there playing basketball. A lot of women were over there playing basketball in like the Russian mountains for millions of dollars, for Russian oligarchs who are almost certainly laundering that money somehow or way or another. Like there's
Yeah.
12 people in the stands. How am I making four times what I made in the United States? And like
Yeah.
no one's like giving them shit for how unethical that is to go over there and like play for like Russian
That's how you know they're
oligarchs.
underpaid. That's
Yeah,
how you know they're so underpaid. You know it's bad when people are like,
so
well, get your money.
you have to be careful with that though, right? Because
Yeah.
Brittany Griner made, I think when she got jammed up, her WNBA salary was like $270,000 a year, right?
Hmm.
And they play 4 months a year, right?
Yeah.
And so that would put her in the 1% of American wage labor. And so
True.
again, it's not your constitutional right to get rich playing basketball. And what if
Yeah.
it just shakes out that playing in the WNBA is just a really solid upper middle class job? What is morally wrong with that?
I feel like no one's asked that question. I say morally, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. So
Um,
what if it just becomes that
but
this is
again,
a
they
quarter
just
million
didn't
dollar,
they just
$300,000 a year job? Like
right, but didn't they just sell they just bought new teams. They're expanding. Didn't they just
the,
make 300 million on a deal or something like that?
the money might come. Don't get me wrong. And if they can
I
get
mean, the
rich
money's
doing it,
coming. It's
God
gonna
bless.
come. If the
But
league's attacked when it comes, is the problem.
I don't think it's a moral hazard if playing in the WNBA just happens to be an upper middle class job and you
No,
don't
it's
get
not. It's
filthy
not the
rich
worst thing in the
doing
world.
it.
It's not a travesty.
And why this one? Like no one cares what the country's best lacrosse player makes or what the country's best track and field player makes. Like why do people act like it's your constitutional right to make millions of dollars to play basketball? What if
I
the
mean, I
money
guess
just isn't
conditioning.
there? Like what
That's true.
what does the best volleyball player in the country make?
I have no idea. Let's
No
see.
one's
What is
calling that
Carrie?
a
What's her name?
travesty.
Carrie
I guarantee
Walsh.
you it's not what Kevin Durant makes.
Let's Google
Like
this.
but people naturally under whatever it is, people naturally understand the revenue just isn't there for him to make what $20 million a year or whatever. Her to make $20 million a year or whatever. Like
Yeah.
she's just as good at volleyball as Brittany Griner is at basketball. But people just had
Hey,
two.
you know what? We might learn how to play volleyball.
What is it?
They make between 64,000 and 175K a year.
Yeah. So my point is, she's that person is just as good at volleyball as Brittany Griner is at basketball.
Right.
No one's calling it a moral hazard that the best volleyball player just it makes a really solid upper middle class salary. It's
That is
just
true.
you understand intuitively there's no market for it. You don't watch volleyball games on television. They don't sell out
Right.
stadiums.
I only watch during the Olympics or like if I'm bored on a Saturday.
Right. So I just why this sport? Why do we act like this is their right? If the money isn't there, it just might not be there.
Yeah.
Everybody that's good at sports doesn't make a lot of money.
I think because the stars of this, I think that's because it's, I won't say the only, I'll say it's one of the four major sports. I'd say this is probably the one sport or league rather where the stars are literally more famous than they are rich.
I mean, name another field where a someone makes $300,000 a year and everyone's acting like it's a travesty.
I don't know.
It's just,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's just like people act
Well,
like
actually,
it's
no. You know what? People always act like professional athletes are selfish when they ask for more money, and they're asking for the money from billionaires. So
well, I mean, fine, you can ask for it. I'm not gonna act like it's a travesty if you don't get it. That's my point.
no, for
Ask for
sure.
it. Go get
But
it.
I'm
Fight
saying like
for it.
it's like they side with the billionaires over the millionaires is what I'm saying.
I'm not taking a side. I mean, I get they do. They do.
Yeah.
A lot of that is people, there's a famous line in The West Wing. West Wing was a television show in the early 2000s about a presidential administration,
Yeah, I seen
Democratic
it. Yeah, yeah.
administration. I'm saying that for the crowd.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it went off the air 20 years ago. So so they're arguing over an estate tax, right? Which is a tax when
Mhm.
someone dies. Is the money tax when they pass it on to their, inheritance tax is
Correct.
an inheritance
Yeah.
tax. And it started at like $10 million. And Toby, one of the White House aides, is like, I don't get it. Why 95% of Americans don't have $10 million. Why do they care if there's an inheritance tax?
Hmm.
And the president says, because that's the American dream. They believe that one day they will. Everyone thinks they're like a temporarily displaced
Yeah.
millionaire. Like, and
Yeah.
so
That's true.
like
You're right.
they identify with the owners because they believe that were not for two or three breaks, they would be the owner of the team.
Yeah.
And so that's part of it, and that's a moral hazard. But also just like the team is the constant and the players come and go. So like I'm a
Yeah.
Minnesota Vikings fan. I'm not a Justin Jefferson fan. And
Hmm.
so I don't care how much money he makes. That's fine. But when people ask, why do you identify with the owners? Like, no, I identify with the Minnesota Vikings because they were there before Justin Jefferson. They're going to be there after Justin Jefferson. They're the constant. And
Right.
so there's a reason for that. But you want to go around this league?
Yeah.
I like that conversation.
That was
Um,
fun.
because it just like I just like why this sport? No one cares what the best badminton player in the United States makes. Like,
Yeah. And I also one thing I realized too is the better our what's on your mind segment is, the better our show is because that's our warm up.
yeah,
Um
shit, we're mid segment. Like we stop. We got this is around the league.
oh shit, my bad. Yeah. We'll just
We
cut
are.
this
I
part
mean,
out.
I did that too.
Or if they're
Uh,
listening, yeah. Hey guys.
all right, welcome back. We just had to do a quick edit, but we're
I'm
gonna go
Jordan.
around the we're gonna go around the league. Around the NFL, we're going to cut out the games where the teams are both terrible. But we're going to start with your team, Commanders, Falcons, backup quarterback. Did you watch? How'd it go?
Yeah, I watched. It did not go well. Our defense couldn't stop a cold. We couldn't stop a nosebleed. We couldn't stop a parked car. We couldn't stop a bullet. We couldn't stop stopping.
Well, who can
We,
stop a bullet? Hold on.
Superman can stop a bullet.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, your
Superman,
Superman
Thor,
was
the
on the
Flash,
bench,
Captain
so
America. True. Yeah, we were a bunch of Clark Kents out there, man. Man, our defense looked so old, dog. And we made Michael Penix look like fucking, I don't even know. We made him look like a real NFL quarterback, and that was unfortunate to see.
so let me ask you this: 2 weeks ago, I tell you,
Yeah.
Jade, because he'll be back next week, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. So 2 weeks ago, I tell you, Jaden Daniels banged up his knee. He's going to miss the next two games. You'd have taken a 1-1
Yeah.
split.
No, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I
So
like
you're
in that
good.
perspective, we're good on record wise, yes.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys tied, so that helped us. We
Yeah.
needed that. What I will say is that again, our defense is like just it looks old as fuck, man. Like, and I knew we were old, but like we look old. We look like the Seahawks in like 2016. Like,
That's the
that's a
problem with
problem, and
those.
I don't know how we fix it.
That's the problem with those, like that, because you were the second worst team last year. Then you get Jaden Daniels, and you go on a run, and like you think you're closer than you
Yeah,
are, so you get these veterans, and you got to stay
we're
the course,
not.
play the long game. Vikings played the Steelers. I'm gonna announce the scores. So that one,
Yeah.
Falcons beat the Commanders 34-27. The
Mhm.
Steelers beat the Vikings 24-21. I woke up at 9:30 a.m. to watch a bad football game. We have our backup quarterback. He cannot throw the ball. We can't block anybody.
Yeah.
Defense played well though, but we were missing
Yeah, our defense
tackles
is
all over
raw.
the place. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about that game other than JJ McCarthy get well soon. Did you watch
Yeah.
any of the Bills and the Saints?
No, I didn't get to watch that game.
Bills won
Did you watch it?
31-19. I didn't watch any of it.
Okay.
The Lions blew out the Browns 34-10. I did not watch any of that.
Nope.
All right, we
It's
got
crazy because as bad as as bad as it looks right now for the Ravens, they might still be in it because the Browns are in their division, the Browns and the Bengals.
yeah, I think the Ravens will still make the playoffs, and I think it might. We'll get to that, but
Yeah.
Patriots 42, Panthers 13. I watched a little bit of that. Bryce
I,
Young.
I I watched
Um,
most of that, unfortunately, because that was the game that was available to me. And he had a great opening drive, and then that was the end of the game.
you
Like literally
know,
that was it.
it's year three. Usually, if you don't see anything about year three, that quarterback is just not gonna happen. Granted, he hasn't
Yeah.
had the greatest set of circumstances
He
around
doesn't
him,
have a lot of help.
but it's year three. You'd like to see a little more than this.
Yeah. No, I think it's year two.
No, it's year three.
Is it? Shit. Okay.
First year was with Frank Wright. Last year, Dave Canales, and this is the second year of Dave Canales.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you're right. Wow, that's crazy.
So we're getting old, man. I remember when Bryce Young was a freshman at Alabama. So
Yeah, I remember when he beat the shit out of Florida State.
yeah, getting old, man. Giants 21, Chargers 18. Jackson Dart came in off the bench. Well, he
Yep.
started, and he looked okay. It was fine.
Which, all right. Malik Neighbors, speedy recovery, man.
Yeah, that
That's
sucks.
sad to see. They gotta really seriously, they gotta get rid of that turf,
They
bro.
do.
Literally, they've lost like 8 receivers to that turf.
And it's like, I think the cost of grass is like $1 million a year, which
Yeah,
is
I think it's
like,
really expensive.
that's what they pay security. Like, that's not even,
Fucking
it's a rounding error
yeah,
in the
dude.
NFL. But what it is they want these stadiums to be all purpose. So they want to host,
Other events.
WWE, UFC concerts, and that needs turf.
Yeah,
But it's like, you got to keep the main thing, as Cam says. So
yeah, that shit is horrible, man.
you spend
And
hundreds
just
of millions of dollars on players, and then you won't give them cheap ass grass
you
to
won't,
play on.
yeah, like they're playing on fucking concrete, dude. Like what the fuck?
Like putting
And
Target
just
furniture in a mansion. It's like, well, why did you? It's stupid.
right. And the Giants are literally like the definition of old money, the Mara family. Like, come on, man, fork out the
Can you imagine
cash.
that? Like John Mayer. By the way, get well soon. Recent diagnosis with cancer.
Oh, John Mayer, what happened? What?
John Mara,
Oh, Mara. Okay.
the
Yeah,
Mara,
yeah, Giants owner. Yeah, got it.
CEO of the Giants,
Whew, yeah,
not the singer
scared me.
songwriter.
It's like, yo, we have to check on our friend.
Yeah, we'll work on your context clues because why would I pivot to John Mayer there? But
That's why I was
uh,
confused.
but I did mispronounce it. So, anyways, get well soon. But
Yeah,
like, I was just thinking, like, man, from the day he was born, he's never had to worry about money. Like, he was born
literally.
into billions of dollars.
Yes.
That's what a life.
Yeah.
Eagles 31, Buccaneers 25. That was probably the best game of the Cowboys Packers the best game, but that was the
Yeah.
best game
So
of
yeah.
the afternoon.
Afternoon slate.
Jalen Hurts did not have a passing yard in the second half.
Bro, I'm so tired of people caping for this nigga, man. I'm sorry. Like he's a good quarterback. But good Lord. Like this can't last forever. Like this
No.
them winning these games, it can't go on forever. And I think this is the year they bottom out again like they did what was it, 2 years ago, where they got smacked by the Bucks in the playoffs, but they were like still winning kind of.
So I think the
I
roster is
feel
just too
so bad
loaded
for
to
AJ
lose.
Brown.
That's what I
I
wanted to
feel
get
so
to.
bad for AJ
I saw a
Brown
tweet
and
that was
Devontae
like
Smith.
he has an attitude problem and they're 4-0. And like I get it. It's not a great look, but you have to
Right.
understand that this is unsustainable. You're not going to continue to win football
No.
games when you have zero passing yards in the second half. And
Yeah.
so my most charitable interpretation of AJ Brown's frustration is he knows the losses are coming if they don't fix it.
Correct.
Uh,
Yes.
and
It's like
so
yeah.
go ahead.
It's like when you're in a relationship and like like y'all fight over little shit and she starts like stonewalling you and it's like,
Yeah.
bro, when real life happens, we're not gonna make it.
Correct. And so he is trying to patch the wall before like the pipes
Hmm.
burst, and so that is, I don't know that man. I'm going to like, I understand why people would look at it and be like, that's weird, they're winning. But my most
Yeah.
charitable interpretation is he does not think this is sustainable. And it's not. You
Absolutely.
can't win NFL games for long when you're not passing in the second half.
They are running a Mark Sanchez ass offense right now. This shit is crazy. They look like the '09 Jets.
They look like
Um
Army versus Navy. They're just
yeah.
it's like, we're gonna get this 3 yards at a time. Like, you
Yeah,
can't.
what was that football movie that was set in like the 40s with George Clooney and like John Krasinski?
I don't know.
Leatherheads, where it's
Yeah,
about like basically the NFL before they instituted the forward pass, and that's what their offense looks like.
yeah. So I mean, I don't think Jalen Hurts is a bad quarterback. I think he's been awful
No,
this year. I don't think he's played
yeah,
well at all.
not at all.
Maybe they'll turn around. I think they'll. I think they're just too talented to be a bad football team, but they have to
Yeah,
fix the passing game if they want to repeat. So
and they have two really, really good receivers.
yeah.
You have two Ferraris, and you won't go past 40 miles an hour. This shit is a crime in sports. Like, it's, I just feel so bad for him
Well, the
because I
issue
couldn't imagine
is
being that good and you can't like play because like you can't get the ball.
wide receivers do have attitude problems, but it's the one position
I get it,
where
man.
yeah,
I
you
get it.
can't it almost doesn't matter how well you play at wide
It
receiver.
doesn't.
Like like every other position, if you put up good tape, it's going to reflect in like the
Hmm.
stats and the way you look on tape. But like a wide receiver could have the best game of his life and not get thrown the ball. Like,
Yeah, you
it's
could be wide open all game and not get the ball,
or you could just blow your man completely pause. You could blow past your man completely off the line of scrimmage, and if the lineman doesn't block and your
and
quarterback
you
can't
do
get the ball
this,
out, you
and he's
know,
throwing a slant.
yeah, if deep passes require pass protection. So much has to go right for you to get the ball thrown your way,
Yeah.
and that can be frustrating. And so much of what has to go right has very little to
Hmm.
do with you, and it's just
Correct.
that can be very frustrating. So I
Like you
stall the
literally
wide
need
receivers
eight
out.
other, at least 6 to 8 other human beings to do their job at the highest level for you to get the ball.
So I stall the wide receivers out a little bit because I can get it.
Yeah,
Texans 26, Titans 0. Cam Ward, he looks fine. It's just that there's no
he's
talent on that roster.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Rams 27, Colts 20. Daniel Jones came back down to earth. I watched a little bit of that game because the other 4 o'clock game, the
Hmm.
Ravens Chiefs was a blowout. So Matthew Stafford looks really good, man.
Yeah, man.
There's a wide receiver for the Colts. I forget his name. He fumbled the ball before the
Um,
touchdown.
oh
And
yeah, I saw that.
how does
Ah,
this keep
man.
happening? How does this keep
I got
happening?
honestly, I couldn't watch the clip all the way through. I got like Madden PTSD
Yeah.
because like, have you ever celebrated on the way and you get hit and it's a touchback?
Yeah.
So I couldn't even watch the clip all the way through.
Is it so hard to just run through the end zone? Once you're 2 yards in the end zone, you could throw the ball in the stands. Like, why is
Yeah,
this so hard? This
I'm not gonna
happens a
lie. I thought
couple
he had
times
that one.
every year.
I thought he had it. Yeah, he did. He pulled the Deshaun Jackson memorial play right there.
How does this keep happening?
I
Like,
don't know.
just wait 3 extra steps and then you
Like
can
two
celebrate
seconds.
as much as you want.
I wonder if it's like the adrenaline or something. Like,
I
because
just think
it's too.
niggas
We've
just
seen
got to
too many
stunt.
players
Like
do
that.
it to just think like, because it's not stupidity. Like, it's got to be adrenaline or something. I'm guessing.
I just think they
It's
like to
crazy.
stunt. And also, I think like when you're sprinting on, like we see it from the bird's eye view, they don't know where they are on the field. Like they're just
That's
running.
true.
And I think a
Yeah,
lot of them just lose track of where they are on the field.
that's
And
true.
it's just a sprint. But it just cannot keep happening. Wide receivers, run
Hold
through,
on to the ball.
look down. Once that zone is behind you, you can throw
Yep.
that bitch into the
And
moon. No one
throw it
cares.
to yeah, throw it to Jupiter.
Yeah, like just get across the line of scrimmage first. Jaguars 26, 49ers 21. I did not watch any of that.
I did not. And the Niners again are just racked with injuries. Like
At
it's
some point, you
crazy.
have to look at your training staff and go, is there
No,
something in the
somebody said
water?
that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, just fire everybody.
Yeah. Like something is in the water if every single year this is happening to you.
Yeah, dude.
Chiefs 37, Ravens 20. Lamar got hurt, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
be a bit tepid in my criticism of him. But at some point,
And their
you got to
defense,
start using
their
the
whole
C
defense was
word.
hurt. Choker.
Yeah, man, because
Yeah.
I saw a tweet that was like, the Ravens are wasting Lamar Jackson. And I'm like, what are you talking about? These rosters are loaded. Like, what? I mean, I don't.
Yeah. He just
What?
doesn't have a tall receiver. That's it.
I mean, at a certain point, it's like, well, he doesn't have this, and they get him that. And he doesn't have this, and they get him
Yeah.
that. And he doesn't have a running back, and they get him that. And it's like, okay, dude,
I
you have
thought
to do something. You have to perform. We can't
honestly,
get
I
you an
thought they were
all-star
going to
team.
win this game. I thought they were going to win this game because the Chiefs' defense has not really been great. Well, they were great against the Eagles, but they haven't really been great all year. And the Chiefs' offense is. I forgot that Worthy was coming back, but
Yeah.
this game is hard to talk about because half the Ravens' offense was hurt, or defense was hurt. Um, and then the Chiefs still haven't gotten Rasheed Rice back, so it's like, how do you really parse out this game? And the turnovers again for the Ravens, just
So you can
it's
talk
I
about it a
don't
little
know.
bit because when Lamar Jackson tweaked his hamstring, the game was already over. So it was
Yeah, it was
like,
over. Yeah, it was
and
over. It was
so
over.
like that 37
I
20
think
is a lot close. It was not that close.
yeah, true.
There must have been some garbage time touchdowns that I missed.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see that viral tweet where it was like, "What's explain this rivalry in NBA terms?" And everybody was saying, "Warriors Rockets."
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Because Lamar likes to run up the regular season. It's just I like Lamar Jackson. I do.
Me too.
But this is a great organization, stable organization. They get you the players. The roster
Hmm.
has been loaded. This is year 3 of this team. You just have to make it. You have to do it. I don't know what
You
else to
got to
tell
do
you.
it.
They
Yeah, bro.
You'll be like, what do you want them to get them? Prime Randy Moss, prime Jerry Jones, prime Jerry Rice, prime. You like, dude, you have enough. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
You have to.
they're.
They're
Yeah,
not, it's not
man.
reasonable to expect him to get an all-star team before he wins one. That's not how this works.
Correct.
You have enough players, you got to make it happen.
Yeah. So let me ask you this then. So when they lost to Buffalo last year, we all know they should have won that game. Mark Andrews fucked it off. Do you think if they had made it to the Super Bowl, they would have beat the Eagles?
Maybe. I think the Chiefs were a uniquely bad matchup for the Eagles because they couldn't block anybody.
Correct.
I think they would have made it a better game. And the thing
Yeah,
is, just getting to a Super Bowl would get the monkey off his back.
that's true.
Just breaking through one time. But at some he does get tight. Like you can see it. He does not play the
Hmm.
same way in big games that he
He
plays.
does. You're
Yeah,
right.
he's on. I mean, the Ravens have been a good team my whole life. They're on TV a lot, so I've watched a lot of their games, and there is a difference. And he was tight yesterday
Yeah.
before he hurt his hamstring. He's not running like he used to. I don't know if he looks slower. And he's not
He
old. He's
does.
only
I did.
28.
Yeah.
And
Because there were some runs where I was like, that should be like a 30-yard gain. It was like 10.
yeah, and he's just I don't know. I'm running out of explanations. And you're the highest paid player on the team. You have to actually make things happen. You can't just be
Yeah.
letting, so Bears 25, Raiders 24. I did not watch any seconds of that.
Nah, I didn't watch any of that game. Um, but good to see the Bears not completely sucking this year. I like seeing young QBs like develop and shit. So, good for them. Uh, it's Raiders look like it's gonna be a long year, and it looks like Devontae got out of there just in time.
Caleb Williams is putting it together. Still skeptical, but
Mhm.
a win's a win. Cowboys, Packers 40-40 tie, 4 hours of football to get a tie. It was a good game though.
Yeah, it was a
I
fun
am
game.
I am
That
Dak's
fourth quarter was
biggest
crazy.
critic. He's been balling this year. Dak Prescott's been really good this year. And
Yeah.
so he was dropping dimes Sunday
That
night. So
one where he just like threw the fucking jump
yeah,
ball off one leg, that was a crazy fucking throw.
he threw a strike
Um,
on like 4th and 6, and it was across the middle, but he threw it,
mhm,
you know, with a downward trajectory so a receiver could catch it and not get hit. I mean, it was
right.
just perfect throw.
Yeah.
I mean, he is playing really, really, really well. And so if I'm hard on him when he loses, I got to give him credit when he's playing well. So.
Yeah, they played really well. They played much better than I thought they were going to play. Although, I mean, it's a home game against your old teammate. It was going to be electric in the arena anyway. I we have to abolish ties in professional sports. I'm not a fan
Yeah.
of this shit. This shit is anti-competition. I don't fix that,
You know what a
NFL.
tie is? A tie is a hand job. It's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, no, really.
Like I don't like we could have can we just watch a movie? I'm fine.
Yeah,
Like
like
really.
you go home, your pants are sticky.
Yeah. Like I could have like I'm fine. Like I really don't need to do that. If that's all
Yeah,
we're
we don't.
doing, I'm
If
cool.
that's
We're
it,
good.
then
Like
thank
we
you.
could just hang
Like, why
out. It's
did?
fine. But please,
Because
if
why
that's
did I
what
come here?
yeah,
Yes.
like we could just hang out. That's fine. But if
Yeah.
that's what's on the menu, I'm going to have to politely decline.